I work for the British Geological Survey. My name is Evie Pekavradzi. I'm a mineral commodity specialist, and a lot of the work I do in this organisation is monitoring supply chains for critical metals, with a lot of interest in the past few years on battery metals, kind of helping the transformation happening in transport at the moment. We're changing substantially the raw materials that we use in our transport system. So we are using, apart from the usual suspects of the steel, aluminium, and copper, and the alloying elements, we're using a lot of what we call technology metals. Mm-hmm. And we use a wide range of these metals. And the issue with these metals is that they have a lot of supply risks, they have geopolitical challenges that we have to overcome. They are produced in very small quantities globally, and from very specific places in the world as well. And we will need to double and triple production for some of the metals, especially the ones that go into the batteries for electric vehicles, over a very short period of time. The UK is 100% import reliant on technology metals, and has been forever, really,
right?
Or for a very long time, let's say. The key issue with that is that import should be the only option. Mm-hmm. And I'm asking this question because really the whole world is undergoing the same transformation in transport. Mm-hmm. So the whole world is after the same metals. And as I said, we produce them in very small quantities. So who's going to secure access to them first? Mm-hmm. So we have to look into our domestic resources as well, whether these are from primary sources or secondary sources. Mm-hmm. At the moment, we're not doing any of that. We will also have to look at our trade. You know, we need to have frictionless trade if we are to rely on import. We have to build up better trade links, and we have to make sure that supply is diversified beyond the people that we rely on supplies at the moment. A lot of research funded for upscaling battery production, mm-hmm. but actually the implications of this upscaling of battery production or the manufacture of electric vehicles on raw materials has not been looked in great detail. We are completely oblivious of the quantities that they go around the world in supply chains at the moment on technology metals, and in particular for the UK supply chains. This is really, really critical, and we really need to spend more time and effort into trying to understand the physical flows and stocks of this material. Well, we can't recycle this stuff as yet. So you can't use an old car because an old car is different technologies. And you can use some of the steel and aluminum in the old car, but even nowadays, a lot of these materials, we downcycle them into different uses. The other thing is that we are lacking the recycling infrastructure in the UK for technology metals. So if we are to recycle batteries, then we'll have to build plants that they can do this sort of things, and you have to make sure that whatever recycling business you build, it kind of operates under economies of scales to be able to compete with the primary raw materials. So you need really to attract materials from across the globe. I think we need to put more effort in de-risking our supply chains, and to do that we have to have a lot of collaborations and interactions between research industry and the government. You have to look at public-private partnerships, you have to look at securing supply chains and raw materials. You have to look at investment opportunities, capacity building for recycling plants, but also for refining. And we have to put more money into manufacturing as well. So there are a lot of things and a lot of opportunities for the UK to go into the right direction, but there's much more work to be done in that.